Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my May 2016 favourites. It is officially June, half the year is gone, yada yada. We're still here, we're still alive, we're still good. And this month, you know, to be honest, I was trying to figure out what my favourites were for this month, and I did find it quite difficult because there was a period towards the beginning of May when I didn't wear any makeup for about a week or so, even more than a week, because I had the surgery done on my face to remove that cyst, which, by the way, is like still healing. I pulled the thread out the other day. For some reason, dissolvable stitches don't really seem to dissolve with me. Like, my body doesn't seem to like them and break them down, and I just pulled it out and good to go. So yeah, so I didn't wear makeup for a lot of the beginning of the month, so I did find it a little bit difficult, but then I kind of thought about it, narrowed it down, and before you knew it I had a whole heap of stuff. So clearly I wasn't as makeup free as I thought I may have been for this month. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is something that I've used pretty much religiously every single day since I got it, and that is the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. I bought this from Boots, and it looks like this is I've been using every single one of these contour shades, works amazingly from warm to cool. And then I have been using this banana type shade to set my under eye concealer. I've been using this shade here to set my highlighty points. I've not used that shade yet, I don't know why, just maybe I just haven't got round to it. But this is an excellent palette for those of you that are looking for a powder contour highlighting set, but they don't want to spend loads and loads of money, and understandably so. Why should you have to? You should definitely look into this. It doesn't cost that much. I think it was about a tenner, maybe a little bit more, can't remember, but for what you get, it's really good value for money, and the quality of the product itself is excellent. Another thing that I got quite recently, and I've been using it pretty much every day since I got it, when I went, me and Miss Beauty Addict Selena, we went shopping in Westfield not long ago. We seem to do that quite a bit, by the way. We seem to, because she works and lives near Westfield and I go there quite often. We're just like, hey, let's meet up. We're gonna buy any makeup? No. And then before you know it, shit happens. So I bought the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I bought it in the shade Golden. Now I do have this one, which is Sand, and I bought this when it first came out ages ago, and I did a review on it, which I will link below. But I did mention in that video that the shade Sand was a little bit beige for me, just a tiny bit. And the thing is, even with the weather changing and my skin changing colours slightly, and even in the winter, it still wasn't completely matching me. So I bought the next shade up, which is Golden. Now this one actually seems to have a little bit more beige in it than this one. So what I've actually been doing is I've been mixing the two, and voila, I have created my own bespoke shade. So I have really been loving using this. Too Faced Born This Way foundation is one of my all-time favourite foundations. Like I said, I'll link the review so that you can understand why below, and then obviously you can look into it yourself if you want. Now, something that I've owned for quite a while but I've not really bothered to use it that much is the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. The shade that I bought mine in is 2.0. Now, I bought this a while ago, direct from her website. You can buy it in the UK as well from Cult Beauty and places like that. Now, to use on the under eye, it's too thick and it creases. To use on the face is great, but however, the colour 2.0 is very, very pale. So what I've actually been using it for recently is to tidy up my eyebrows. If you can see how on fleek my eyebrows are these days, it's all because I have been tidying them up with concealer, and the one I've been using is this one. This one is excellent to tidy up your eyebrows and to sharpen them. It hides any of those tiny little hairs which are still growing, which are waiting to grow out properly before you can actually justify having them removed, because sometimes they're just too short, you can't even pull them out. So you want to cover them up, use them with something like this. So this is an excellent concealer. Quite a lot this month I have been using this blusher by MAC, and it's called Let's Be Friends. It's from the Flamingo Park collection. I've been using it quite a lot since the kind of springy summertime has started. I've definitely been gravitating more towards very bright kind of spring shades, and obviously I need a blusher to be able to wear those, kind of like when you're going for like a pinky sort of look. Pink obviously goes very, very well with South Asian skin tones and darker skin tones as well. So I've been using this quite a lot, actually a lot more than I've used any other blush this month. I've used Let's Be Friends. I think you can still get your hands on it in the US. I bought mine from, by the way, I got it from the US MAC website. So that's that. And keeping it within MAC was the Vibe Tribe collection that came out this month, their summer collection, and this is the blush in the shade Painted Canyon. I've also been using this quite a lot. This is a very gorgeous muted orange shade, and it's gorgeous again on very tan skin, and I've just been loving it a lot. And then from the same collection, I have also been using the Gleamtones powder in the shade Dawn, Dunes at Dusk even, Dawn from, and it looks like so. This is an amazing pinky purple highlighter, even though it's got a peach there and a gold there. The purple and the pink, are definitely the more overpowering shades. So I've been using this as a highlight and I've really been loving it. It's nice to kind of step away from that usual kind of frosty golden sort of highlight, which I may have to on today. This champagne pop, by the way. So this is a really nice alternative, and I've been really happily using this month. Another thing that I've been using quite a bit is the new All the Fun at the Fair I Divine eyeshadow palette from Sleek Makeup. This is from their whimsical Wonderland collection, and hopefully by the time I upload this video it should be available. I picked this up at the launch that I was invited to, and it comes with loads of shimmery and matte subtle pastel shades. I've done a video of this with a review as well as swatches, which I will link below, but I've been using this quite a bit. So for those of you that don't want a full-on bright eye makeup look but they still want to wear bright colors, you can definitely go for something like this because it's a lot more subtle. I've also been loving my Violet Voss Pro eyeshadow palette in Drenched Metal, which looks like this. I bought mine from Cocktail Cosmetics. Admittedly, I haven't been through all the shades yet because I bought so many eyeshadow palettes over the last month, and there aren't enough days for me to be able to use them. But from all the shades that I have used, I am very, very happy. I did mention in the haul video when I showed this that I find the eyeshadows to be quite thick and therefore difficult to pick up on a brush. But once you bypass that and actually appreciate the shades, the pigmentation and that kind of quality from them, the fact that they're easy to blend, then you can kind of put that to the side. But I've been really, really loving this. The only thing that annoys me about this is the price tag. I paid £42 for it. Don't think it's worth £42 to be honest, but I still bought it, didn't I? So I don't know what I'm moaning about. Now, you guys may be a little bit surprised when I show you this next thing, as you shouldn't be, but it is the Urban Decay. Oh, there we go. She's off. She's off. She's off. She's off. It's the Urban Decay Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass eyeshadow palette. Now, I know that I did a review on this not long ago, which I will link below for you guys, and I only gave it about a 6 or a 7 out of 10. But that doesn't mean that the eyeshadow palette is bad. It just doesn't mean that it lived up to my expectations and standards of a lot of other eyeshadow palettes by Urban Decay. So I have actually managed to create quite a few different looks. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen me using this palette and the different makeup looks that I've achieved with this. So in all, I have actually used this quite a lot through the month of May, so I am generally quite happy with it. Now, a couple of lipsticks that I've been enjoying this month is Colourpop's Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Prim. It's a deep dark blood red, but more of a deep dark shade. Really gorgeous, and I've really been loving this. The quality of this is also excellent, so I'm really happy that I got this. Another one from Colourpop is the shade Dopey, which I've also been loving. It's a very muted, dusty sort of pink. It is one of the more popular shades that was always sold out, but thankfully people have kind of calmed it down and it is available again. And now one more from Colourpop is one of their ultra matte liquid lipsticks, and it's in the shade R&B, which I wore in one of my previous videos. I still haven't been able to get through all of those Colourpop lipsticks that I've bought recently. Maybe they'll make an appearance in next month's video. So, and plus I have worn some of them, but I've only worn them once. So I don't really feel that I can justify saying it's a favourite if I've only worn it once. If it's a favourite, you'll wear it more than once, right? So let me get on into June and see how I go with these. So there is R&B on the end here. Now, I also recently got some of the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Spring Summer Liquid Lipsticks. Now, I do like the shade Rio and I do like the shade Madison. However, these two were definitely firm favourites with me, and that is the shade Catherine and the shade Ashton. I really love that shade Catherine. It's like a brownie pink. It's like a really nice watermelon pink, but with like a hint of brown to it, so it makes it a lot more wearable, and it's quite a unique shade too. And then Ashton is a really nice warm brown shade. It's an amazing nude. It's just about dark enough that it doesn't give me that problem that other lighter nude liquid lipsticks get, where they crack and flake and look dreadful. This one actually looks really gorgeous. So I think that's it. I don't feel like I've shown you that much. I haven't even been recording that long. That's strange. But then yeah, at least I'm honest with showing you the things that are definitely my favourites. Now, to update you, my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frosts are on their way to me. I ordered the bundle, so I have all 4. And his Beauty Killer eyeshadow palette. And his Rich Blood liquid lipstick. And the Becca Cosmetics Jaclyn Hill Champagne Glow face palette, as well as eyeshadow palette. And the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern, what's it called? Her new eyeshadow palette, which is permanent, by the way. Her new glow kit. And what else was there? There was one more thing. I can't remember. I'll show you guys once I do get them. I'm planning to finally do a makeup tutorial at some point. I know I haven't done one in ages, but that's purely because, like I said, down to the fact that I had surgery on my face. But I may just leave off my face and maybe just do like an eye look. I really want to do like a classic smoky eye look from my point of view. For those of you that like drama, I'm going to do something like that. I'm definitely going to use the Skin Frosts in a tutorial along with his Beauty Killer eyeshadow palette, as well as the Champagne Glow stuff too. So there are things that are coming up soon. Anyway, I hope that you guys are great. June is here, and that also means Ramadan is here. For my Muslim brothers and sisters out there, good luck with the fasting. I will inshallah be fasting too. I'm not a practicing Muslim, as I've said, but I do try to do my bit. Because at the end of the day, I do believe in heaven and hell. Even if you're not that religious, I do believe that when we die, we do end up somewhere. And that is the way I choose to live my life, in the hopes that if I do good, that will be somebody's watching out there. Some higher power is watching and will reward me at some point. Anyways, I hope that you guys are all great, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.